Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video we are diving into one of these all-in-one tools that aren't Obsidian and Notion. These are much more opinionated, and in this one we are diving into Brite. I found a few of them, so there is Brite, there is Luna Task, and there is By Design. I will do videos on all of them, and I have done videos on all of them before. But Brite, it's been a long time since I checked out Brite, and one of the reasons why I didn't actually check it out or haven't made any videos on it lately is because I think it has too many bugs and tries to do too many things. So we will check if some of these bugs are fixed. I think they are starting to get fixed at least, but let's jump into the application. So let's just quickly take a look at the pricing. This is one of the reasons people love it. It is $3.29 each month or 4.5 each month if you buy it annually. So 3.29 or 4.5, which is and that is USD, which is so cheap. It is one of the cheapest productivity apps I have seen. Um, so let's jump into the application. So this was actually one of the first applications that sponsored me back when I did sponsorships. I don't do them anymore, but I had some issues with the application, which I also pointed out in that first video, which is now over 2 years ago. But basically, this wants to be a place where you can have everything. And I think out of all of the all-in-one applications, this one is the most feature-packed one compared to things like both By Design and Luna Task. And compared to things like Notion and Obsidian, this is a really opinionated tool. Like, it has everything set up for you. It has workflows for you that you follow instead of building your own. But basically, this is your dashboard or your My Day view, but I like to call it a dashboard. You can press edit here and you can add different things. So you can add sketches, insights, sounds, expenses, weather, memories, measurements, nutrition, quotes, countdown, map, contact list. You can add everything into this, basically everything. So you have a Pomodoro timer here, which I've added. You have your habits, so I can go ahead and I can add a drink water habit, for example. Let's go ahead and save this. Now I have a drink water habit. Can check that off by clicking there. So one of the things that I am not a big fan of in general in applications, this isn't a huge thing, but if you see here, like I want to click in the middle here to like mark it as done, but it has it down here, so I actually have to click this, which makes sense because clicking in the middle here should open it up, but it is just something that feels a little weird to me about this, but that might just be personal. But down here you can like skip it, you can change the repetitions per day, reminders, add tags, repeat, quite a few things you can do here. You can add private tasks. I have one called test right now, which is overdue. I can drag this down to today and it will be a part of my today view. You can also add work tasks in here, which I will show you soon. You can add notes, you can add diary entries. So let's just test this one as well. And what I really like about this is that they have different prompts for your diary. So you can do a mood check one, for example, and it will guide you through the process of this, which I really like. Or at least it is supposed to. I'm not sure if it is no, it doesn't work. Uh, but it is supposed to like guide you through this. So I can write how I did sleep, and it also says back here that it has 5 questions, 4 questions. So that is basically how it is supposed to work. As you saw, it doesn't work perfectly for me because I can't seem to find the other questions. I can't click around here either, but I think I just have to click the continue here. So that is also another thing. Like back when I tried it the last time, it would do it automatically. I don't know if it should or it shouldn't, but you can click continue up here and it gives you the next question and you can go on like this. Does this work with backslash commands? It does, so you can actually write here using Markdown as well. So it works with Markdown, continue, and I can continue on like this and I can complete it and it's done. So let's finish for now and it pops up right here in this widget. Work tasks, you can add that as well. So if you want to separate your work and your private life, which I know that a lot of people want, you can do that. One thing I like about the task management here is that I can choose a few things. So if I try to create a new task, I can choose the priority. I can choose the difficulty, I can give it a tag, and I can give it a date and an image. I really like the difficulty one. I think that is something more applications could add. Just an ability to see how difficult a task is. I can also open this up and I can add it from right here as well. So that was the tasks. You also have expenses here. Not something I've tested out, so not something I will go deeply into, but it has the ability to track your expenses. So notes, this is one I found interesting because it has a lot of features as a note taker, or at least it did. So I can create a board here. I can link a Google Doc. I can create a table. Let's try out a board. So this is basically a board, and I have had some problems with the boards here previously. So one thing it looks a lot better, but one thing is that I can't click, like I have to click on the new there. And let's try to add one. So let's do test one. Pressing enter doesn't work, shift enter doesn't work. I guess I have to press the plus, but it still doesn't give it a name. So I think I did it in the wrong way. I think you have to press new first, then open something up, and then give it a name. So this works. I'm not sure if it is supposed to work like that or if it's supposed to work like being able to write here and then press enter. But I don't think so because it is so hard to write in here. So I keep clicking around now, but you can see that my cursor doesn't appear until I click exactly on the one. So I think it is just supposed to be like uh, let's try to write. So now I can't even find my cursor. But the boards at least work a little bit better now, and that is what I have been wanting to figure out if there is improvements to this, because the main issue I had with this application was the note-taking abilities. I don't think that they are good enough. I don't really like the note-taking abilities here. I think they try to do too much. I would rather just have a simple note taker instead of having the ability to add boards and tables and probably sketches. That is also something to keep in mind. These sketches actually work really well. This application works with an Apple Pencil as well if you have an iPad. So that is just something to keep in mind. But I would like a much more simple, much more simple note-taking experience was what I was trying to say. And I can also like add things here. So if I press at, let's open this up again. Um, let's try to click here. If I press at, it doesn't work now. As you can see, I have had issues with this application, mainly the note-taking experience here, so it works up here. I can add notes, I can add tasks in here. So let's do the test one. can click this, it opens it up. That is actually a project. But I can open it up from here, so I can actually add things from the rest of my workspace into my notes, which I really do like. I think that is a cool feature. The way it works with the backlinking abilities here is that it basically embeds the note within another note, and it is block based, so I can drag things around. The dragging also didn't work well previously. It works much better now, so that is something I do really like. That covers like the main parts of the note-taking experience. Here you basically have a calendar with different views. I like the different views. That is also something they've added. You can see your tasks here as well. So that is something I do really like. If you do calendar blocking, this is a great view. There are some AI abilities here as well. Not something I'm going to test out. I am so tired of testing out AI abilities inside of different applications, but having AI for the price of like $4 each month is really, really cheap. So apart from that, you have everything from a period tracker to ideas to meditation, insights, um, sounds, if you want focus sounds, and they've added many more sounds as well. You have schedule, you have habits, you have goals, so a lot of things you can add inside of this application. My final thoughts on this is that it is a really good, cheap, all-in-one application. I still think that they are trying to do too much, but the application feels much faster than it has done previously, and um, even though there are some bugs and some UI UX elements that doesn't make sense, at least not to me, but mainly the bugs, they appear for everyone. Um, Even though it has those issues, I think it is gotten better from the compared to the last time I've tested it. So I think it is going in the right direction, and it is also super cheap. So I still think that it is worth it for the right people, especially if you don't take a lot of notes. If you're really if you take a lot of notes, if you're really into note taking, then this probably isn't the one you should go for, mm, because the note taking experience is probably where you will see the most bugs and issues. But apart from that, the application is actually really, really good. So definitely something you should check out, or at least consider checking out. That covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so, so much for watching today's video.